Very good morning, children. Welcome to SVS e-learning class. This is your physics subject teacher, Fibres from Fibres High School. Okay, children, we have completed the two lessons. That is, the first one is the force, another one is the friction. I hope you have written a fair note of this lesson also. If you did not write it, just ask me which are the questions you did not write in the fair note. Okay, so let us start the new lesson. That is the third lesson, synthetic fibers. Okay, you may be in the lower class, you may be studied about the natural fiber as well as the synthetic fiber also. Maybe you come to understand that. Okay, let us tell me some of the example of the natural fiber. Yes, of course you know that natural fibers such as cotton, jute, silk, etc. So these are the natural fibers. So why they are natural fibers? Because we know they are obtained from naturally. So the fibers which obtained naturally are called natural fiber. So what do you mean by natural fiber? We can understand that the fibers which obtained naturally are called natural fibers, such as we said now cotton. So cotton is taken from the cotton plant. So cotton plant is a natural, so it is a natural fiber. Next we know that silk. The silk is taken from the silkworm. So silkworm is one of the insects. So we know it also natural, so it is obtained from naturally, so natural fiber. Okay, next another one we know that jute. So jute is taken from the jute plant. Jute plant also natural, so natural fiber. So what are the things we understood? One is a cotton, another one is silk, next one is a jute. So these are the example of the natural fibers. Yes or no? Natural fibers in example only. These are the things, natural fibers. So in our class, this lesson we are going to understand the synthetic fiber, means the opposite of the natural fibers. It is a naturally obtaining, but this is a synthetic, it is an artificial, it is obtaining artificially. That means man-made created with different techniques, different processing we created. So how we understand the synthetic fiber? So before that, let us understand one of the topics, small things we are understanding. You know you are wearing the chain. Yes or not? The chain, you observe the chain is made with so many like this, some of the beads. So such beads with only the chain is made also. Okay, so here just a locket and such some beads are there. So some beads means some pebbles, some small beads. Okay, so this one, and you can see in your the small times you are playing also doing a mirchi. Yes or no? Mirchi, one mirchi connect with another mirchi, again another mirchi. So like this one chain we can create. Yes or not? Some vegetables with we can make some shape we can create. So this shape and chain shape, and also some papers. Some papers also foldings and different shapes we can create. Yes or not? So when the beads are alone, did not get a specific shape, but these beads all are together. It happened. It became a one different shape. So listen very careful, children. In a textbook also some of the things are shown here. You can see, look at, so this is the beads with and a paper clip with another one shape created. So when the beads or any one parts alone it is there, we cannot get a proper shape. When these parts all together, if it is joined, we can make a different shape. Yes or not? In our the school, all the students, if a single student alone stand, it did not get in shape, but with connecting with the hands, connecting, we can make a square shape. We can make a circle. Different. Even we can create our India map also we can create with our students. Yes or not? So when together it is joined, we can make a different shape. Understand, children? So when we are called, so this is a different beads are together. So when it is one single, from this single unit, okay, from this chain, a single unit is called as a mono. Mono means single. Okay, what do you mean by mono? Mono means single. And mer, remember mer. Mer means unit. It is came from the Greek word mer. Mer means unit. Remember, unit. Okay, so what is the meaning of mer? Unit. It is taken from the Greek word. So monomer means single unit. Okay, single unit we are called as a monomer. Okay, so like this, a group of single unit, all the single unit together we called as a polymer. So poly means many, mer means unit. Okay, we know that poly means many. Okay, understanding? So mono means single, mer unit, monomer, that means single unit. When the single units are together, a group of single units we called a poly. Poly means many units. So many units together we called as a polymer. In your textbook you can find the definition of the polymer. Here itself you can see here. Can you understand, children? So many small identical unit monomers combined to form a large unit is called polymer. Can you find? Yes. Okay. So this is the we are understood monomer and polymer. When the single unit is a monomer, when this all just is combined, it will become as a polymer. Okay, so when many units together join, we get some of the shape also. Yes or no, children? So we understood. So synthetic fiber making purpose also, we applied this concept to make the synthetic fiber. We applied this concept also. Same as the natural fiber. Natural fiber also we are taking one cotton piece. This cotton piece we are threading and just taking as a threads like, and together this all the threads are together join and making as a like the shirts or cloth making by joining different threads. Yes or not? Same model here. The synthetic fiber also different units are together joined and they made the synthetic fiber. So with the different process. So we know unlike natural fibers, okay, unlike natural fiber, same as natural fiber, not it looks like a natural fiber, but it is not a. So look at this shirt. This shirt looks like a cotton shirt, but it is not a cotton shirt. It is a synthetic shirt, synthetic fiber. If it is a cotton cloth, original cotton with if made, I want to be paid for this shirt nearly 600-700 rupees, but I can buy this shirt nearly 200-300 rupees. Because why? It is a synthetic fiber. Natural fiber is cost is very high. We know that the political people are wearing khadar dress, even khadi dress. Do you know khadi more cost will be because it is a pure cotton with they are making. If it is synthetic man-made is added, the cloth looks like a natural, but it has a synthetic fiber, man-made things. Understood, children? So unlike natural fiber, synthetic fibers are obtained by a petrochemical process. So here you can see that very important question only. So today this is the para, very important, and before explaining all I am saying, you should study this para now, and you want to be write as a test and send it to me. Okay, children, I repeat again, this question, okay, this question is the first question of this lesson only. Remember, children? Okay, the first question of this lesson. First question here given, why some fibers are called synthetic fiber. Okay, explain. Okay, why some fibers are called synthetic, explain. For that answer only this para. So children, again I repeat, you should study this para now and send me the answer. Okay, by writing also you can send, otherwise by catching the mobile phone and orally voice message also you can send this answer. So I am explaining here, listen. Unlike natural fiber, you can learn along with me now. Okay, unlike natural fibers, synthetic fibers are made from, okay, unlike natural fiber, synthetic fibers are made from petrol based chemicals or petrochemical. Okay, so unlike natural fibers, synthetic fibers are made from petroleum based products or petrochemical. Got it? So mainly they taken from which area? Petroleum product. From the petroleum product only synthetic fibers are making. So that is the reason many are saying, especially to the parents for saying, while we cook, you should not stand nearer to the stove, because the product is a petroleum product only. Here is fiber, synthetic fiber. You want the dress is a synthetic fiber. It is made from petroleum product. So if it is get a fire or heat get, it is slowly started to get effect. Maybe it attach with your skin. When you remove that sari, what happened? The skin also will come along with you. Okay, so it is not safe while you wear the synthetic fiber and standing near to the gas stove. Okay, children, you should be informed to your parent also about that. Understood? Okay, so and now this petrochemical. Okay, so petrochemicals are subjected to various chemical process. Petrochemicals are subjected to various chemical process to obtain synthetic fiber. Due to this, they are called synthetic fiber or artificial fiber. Got it, children? So once more I explain. Unlike natural fiber, synthetic fibers are made from petroleum based product or petrochemicals. Petrochemical. Okay. And petrochemicals are subjected to various chemical process to obtain. Okay, understood or not? Petrochemicals are subjected to, okay, they are bringing subjected to various chemical process. Why? To obtain synthetic fiber. So that they are called as due to this they are called synthetic fiber or artificial fiber. Understood, children? So due to this, they are called as a synthetic fiber or artificial fiber. So again I say, children, please study this question and send me the answer. Okay, I will look at today who are going to be send the answer very truthfully. So now let us understand how can identify. So for you, how can identify which is synthetic fiber and which is natural fiber. Okay, so to understand we have a many lab activities. So let us understand the first one, activity 3. Activity 3, identifying fibers through a burning test. Okay, children, let's start. Okay, children, identifying the fibers through a burning test. So for that, just take one candle or other any spirit lamp. Okay, so just candle and bring nearer a cloth piece. Bring nearer a cloth piece with the help of a tweezers. With the help of a tweezers, just bring nearer to the fire. Okay, then if you get a smell of burning hair, if you get a smell of burning hair, do you know burning hair how will we smell? Okay, so that smell if you get you just remember that is mainly silk or wool. Okay, woolen cloth or silk cloth, wool. You know woolen cloth is taken mainly from the sheep. Okay, from the sheep we are taking wool. So you know silkworm also silk that hair, and woolen cloth also from the sheep wool, that also hair. So that reason if you burning the cloth piece, it gives the smell like burning hair, then it is a silk or wool. Silk or wool, we know silk and wool is a natural fiber. Next, if you get the burning of a paper, okay, if you get the smell of burning a paper, then it is a cotton. Then it is a cotton, because we know the paper is we are making from the wood pulp. So it is the plant connections are there. We know cotton also taken from the plants. So that the reason the paper, if you get the smell of a paper burning, when you heat a cloth piece, if you get the smell like a paper burning, then it is called a cotton. It is a cotton cloth. So burning hair or burning paper, it comes to the natural fiber. So next, if you burn a cloth piece, it started to melt. The cloth piece started to melt and falling like this. It started to melt. Then we can understand it will be a synthetic fiber. It will be a synthetic fiber such as nylon. Okay, such as nylon, acrylic, etc. Such as nylon, acrylic, etc. Synthetic fiber. So this is the identifying the fiber through a burning test. Okay, how can I identify? I took a candle and I brought some cloth pieces with the help of the tweezers, and I brought nearer to the candle. Then if I get the smell of burning hair, then I decided it is a silk or woolen cloth. It is a natural fiber. And if I get a smell of burning paper, then I decided it is a cotton cloth. Okay, these are the natural fiber. And if the cloth piece started to get melt, I decided it is a synthetic fiber such as nylon and acrylic. Okay, so now we are going to understand the important characteristics of the nylon. So we will study one by one characteristics of each synthetic fiber such as nylon, acrylic, rayon, etc. So let us start now the nylon. Okay, children, now we are going to understand the synthetic fiber, that is nylon. So nylon, it is started to make during the time of the Second World War. The first in the world, during the time of the Second World War time, during the time of 1939 to 1939 to 1945, during those period, we have started to make the fiber only nylon fiber, artificial fiber nylon. and this nylon is replaced the silk. The silk is taken from the silkworm naturally, so its cost is very high. So common people cannot buy. So it replaces the nylon. The nylon started to be comes in the market in the place of this silk. Okay, so with the cheap cost. So why the nylon become more powerful during that time, and now also why nylon become very powerful? For that you want to understand the properties of the nylon. So let us understand the properties of nylon. The first one, it is a lightweight. It is very less weight. We can be take much nylon. We do not feel much weight. So first one, it is a light in weight. It is a lustrous. It is a luster. Lustrous means what? Shiny. It is very shiny. So people will be highly attracted toward the nylon, and the same looks like a silk. Looks like a silk. And next, easy to wash. Easy to wash. And the very great one, low cost. Low cost and not absorb water. So that's the main reason the fisherman. Do you know fisherman? Yes, fisherman making the nets in air. If it make with the cotton, what happening? Because the cotton will be absorb water, and if in fact absorb water, the fishes came also, the cotton will be bited by the fish. Fish will be bited and will go outside. So the fisherman replaced the cotton change, and they are what making now? Nylon with making the nets. If they make with the nylon nets, what happen? It is very strong, so fishes cannot bite them, and it will not absorb water. So easy to take up also, it will not absorb water. So very important question only, why fisherman made the nets with nylon? The reason, it do not absorb water, it light in weight, and it is very strong. It is very strong. These three you have to write. Okay, question I repeat once more. Why the fisherman use nylon to make the nets? Because nylons are very strong and easy to carry and do not absorb water. Understood, children? Okay, so don't absorb water and very strong. So these are the main properties of the nylon. Main properties of the nylon. So this question also you have to write as a test. Okay, so two questions. One is the properties of the nylons. Another one, why some fibers are called synthetic fiber. Got it, children? I hope you will write these two questions for answer. And very nice, children, if there that burning test also try to write without see. So 3 question minimum you should be writing 2 question as you are the slip test like, and today itself you have to be send it to me. Okay, children, 3 question. One is a burning test, why some fibers are called synthetic fiber, and what are the properties of the nylon. So these 3 you have to be write as a test minimum 2 write. Got it, children? So these are the properties of the nylon. With this property of nylon, due to this property, nylon became famous all over the world. So now let us understand some of the example of the nylon. Okay, children, let us look at the picture here. Here you can see the example of the nylon. Okay, nylon is used to making parachutes, rock climbers, and swimsuits, sails, umbrella cloth, dress material, car tires, etc. Okay, so these are the areas in it can make with the help of the nylon. Okay, so children, so today we are understood about the natural fiber and synthetic fiber. How does synthetic fiber make them, and how can identify synthetic fiber, as well as the one of the important synthetic fiber, nylon, and how does it make. Okay, one more thing, how does it make? It mainly make from the coal, air, and water. The nylon is mainly making from the coal, air, and water. From the coal, air, and water only the nylon is making. Okay, understood, children? And we understood the properties, and also we understood the examples of the nylon. Okay, children, so that's all for today's class. I hope you all understood well. If you have any doubt, you ask me by messaging or by phone calling. And students, you have the 3 questions to write as your the slip test. That will your homework, so write as your slip test. What are the question? Why some fibers are called synthetic fiber, and write an activity which shows how to identify the fiber with the help of the burning test. And the third one, write the properties of the nylon with the examples. Okay, so these are the questions. I hope my children will write and will send the answer. Okay, so thank you so much for watching. Take care.